Akarja. On behalf of the Ard Fheis, I welcome delegates, party activists, visitors and guests. It is a privilege to be afforded the opportunity to open this year's Ard Fheis, and I hope that you enjoy the conference. We come together this evening in the midst of two great elections, huge opportunities to take forward our struggle. Our debates this evening and tomorrow will reflect a genuine reawakening of republicanism, which all of us taking part in elections have experienced in the last few weeks. There is a new dynamic for change in the 6 counties, a palpable excitement in the broad nationalist communities, occasioned by recent events and the untiring work of you, the party activists. Why this reawakening? Because the issues that concern us today as Republicans are the very issues that face people in their communities, which we will debate at this conference. They are the so-called bread and butter issues, the issues which affect us in our everyday lives, issues of health, of education, of economic and social justice, of rural regeneration, and of the dire need of people for housing. But what is astonishingly new to the people in our communities is that for the first time, perhaps ever, they have the opportunity to make change. It is the beginning of the reality of political empowerment. It is a measure, above all, of how far we have come. During the past year, there has been momentous events which has brought our struggle to this watershed and put each one of us in the forefront of huge change, which we have witnessed and participated in. We organised commemorations all across the country to remember the hunger strikers, culminating in the huge Casement Park rally. We felt our strength. These commemorations brought us in touch with a generation of young people who may not have been born at the time. But they also gave us the occasion to rededicate ourselves, each and every one of us, to the ideals of the hunger strikers and the impact of their death on setting the path to build political strength as the key national strategic objective. Today, we are at the watershed of a hugely important election. It is an election which we are confident in the long run will restore the Assembly and with it the institutions of all-Ireland governance. We are confident because the politics of our struggle and the advancements we have made since the first cessation offers no alternative whatsoever to rejectionists. They have no place to go but to concede the absolute necessity of power sharing and to share power with those who elected the representatives from the nationalist Republican people. They must concede and they must begin to comprehend the concept of political equality. For now, Unionist politicians can no longer rely on sectarianism to secure political control of Unionist areas. They are obliged to look to the interest of their people, the logic of which lies so clearly in ending the divisions within and between our country, which has cut off the 6 counties from the huge economic growth and wealth in the Celtic Tiger economy of the South. Even the British have claimed this as a fact beyond doubt. Unionists have little choice but to concur with this fact. Unionist politicians can no longer use sectarianism to distract the people of the Shankill from the reality that only 3% of their children pass the 11+. Thus, 97% of children are debarred the chance to secure the best education they need to revive the social fabric of their communities. What chances have these kids of one of the few jobs that exist within the basket case economy of the 6 counties, deprived as we have been by British rule of economic opportunities and growth? Unionism and unionists have no answer. More importantly still, the Alone report, which, thanks to the courageous decision of people like Raymond McCord, has obliged unionists to recognise that sectarianism was deliberately fostered by the British state, working as they did through collusion with their enemies and with the agents in the unionist community in truly shocking crimes against humanity. Sectarianism is a monster deliberately created precisely to subdue, to terrify and to divide the people, and the unionist politicians have stood over all of that. But sectarianism is no longer a remotely credible political base for rejectionism. This represents an immense advance in our struggle towards an Ireland of equals. Collusion will not go away. We owe the advance to the persistent and the unrelentless courage of the relatives of the victims who day after day have sought the truth about the death of their loved ones, and day after day have been met with arrogance of silence. They have given us a lesson in how to make power accountable, and that is our programme of work over the coming year. Be it to make the power of government accountable, to make accountable the power of policing, to mobilise the people to make power accountable to them. And that, of course, is why these elections are amongst the most important that we have ever taken part in. With the Assembly restored and the All-Ireland Ministerial Council and areas of cooperation between departments, north and south, there will be two internationally recognised spokespersons for all of the people of Ireland. There will be the Taoiseach, and there will be Martin McGuinness, working out of the joint office of the First Minister and Deputy First Minister. The current Taoiseach has a tendency to forget this, or to worship where not so. So, with our 2 elections, are in reality one election, which brings us one great stride forward to the reunification of Ireland, an Ireland of equals, an inclusive Ireland that makes power accountable to you, the people. So, may I wish us all success in the election campaign in the time ahead. We deserve it. And may I wish you all this evening and tomorrow. We hope that you enjoy and understand our debates, and we hope that this evening and tomorrow that we can all start to debate and work forward to building a 32-county democratic socialist republic. Go ahead.